Imagine renting a Ferrari for just 24 hours, feeling like $1 million, cruising down the highway, and then seeing those flashing red and blue lights in your rearview mirror. Yeah, that happened to me. I thought, this is it. I'm getting a ticket in a car that's not even mine. But what happened next? The cops didn't even ask for my license first. Instead, one of them leaned in and said, "Is that a real Ferrari?" And that's when I knew this traffic stop was about to go viral. So here's how it all went down. I'd always wanted to drive a supercar just to see what it felt like, so I rented a bright red Ferrari 488 GTB for a day. The plan was simple: film a cool review, maybe do some highway pulls, and enjoy the insane acceleration. Everything was going smoothly until I merged onto the freeway and, whoops. Let's just say I might have been going a little faster than the speed limit. Next thing I know, there's a police SUV behind me, lights on. My heart dropped. I pulled over, rolled down the window, and braced for the worst. But instead of the usual license and registration, the first cop walked up, looked at the car, and just started laughing. "Man, I thought these were only in movies," he said. His partner came over and they both just stared at the car for a solid 10 seconds before asking, "Is this thing as fast as they say?" I swear I was expecting a ticket, but what I got was a full-on car Q&A session. They asked how much it cost to rent, what the top speed was, and if they could hear the engine rev. At this point, I knew I wasn't in trouble. They were just car guys who happened to be cops. Then came the moment I didn't see coming. One of them said, "You mind if we get a picture with it?" I laughed and said, "Only if I can film it for my channel." They agreed, and suddenly we were all posing next to this Ferrari, like we were at some kind of exotic car meet. One of them even sat in the driver's seat and pretended to shift gears while his partner took photos. Meanwhile, cars driving by were slowing down to see what was happening. Some even honked and cheered. It was easily the most fun I've ever had getting pulled over.
Now, before anyone says, "This is fake," let me be clear. I wasn't doing anything reckless. I wasn't street racing or driving dangerously. I just got a little too excited with the gas pedal, and these officers were cool enough to let it slide because, honestly, they were just as curious about the car as I was. And that's the funny thing about supercars. They break the ice everywhere. Whether it's gas stations, parking lots, or apparently police traffic stops, people just can't resist coming up to them. After about 5 minutes of chatting, the cops finally got back to business and said, "All right, just slow it down a bit, okay?" I thanked them. They gave the Ferrari one last look, and I drove off, this time, carefully watching my speed. The whole thing was so unexpected that I had to pull over again a few miles later just to process what happened. I mean, how often do you get pulled over and end up taking photos with the police? So, what's the lesson here? First, always drive safely, even in a supercar. Second, cops are people too, and sometimes they'll surprise you. And third, if you ever rent a Ferrari, keep your phone ready, because you never know when you'll get a story like this one. Oh, and if you're watching this, officers, thanks again for being awesome. Let's do it again sometime, just maybe without the flashing lights next time. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Have you ever been pulled over in a crazy car? Or have you seen cops react to something unusual on the road? Drop your stories in the comments. I'll read them all. And if you liked this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more wildcard adventures. Who knows? Maybe next time I'll test how police react to a Lamborghini. Until then, drive safe, and I'll see you in the next one.